It cut off as I wanted to explain. It depends on who you talk to, of course. It's really helpful though that you do talk to as many of the characters as possible, to find information. I mean, once you start repeatedly playing it, you'll already gather enough information from your inner characters to already know, like, every time, especially in the beginning process, of what they're going to say and state. So it'll make it much easier. So you will know who to talk to and who not to. But for beginners and starters, when you enter this world, it would be advised that you would talk to all the characters and figure out, some of these things and some of the things that are going to happen and go on are pretty mind rattling, okay? But if you need it, if you need that much help, just go on YouTube, follow us, you know what I mean? We'll help you get through the routes, alright? So new paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges and solving the mysteries. At times you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures, so just be brave and keep pushing on, alright? Throughout the adventure, though, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people, of course, and achieve personal growth. That's the biggest objective in the world of here. So, of course, it says, let us press A button to let the adventure begin for us. And of course, if you don't know, for the new Pokemon people, that Pokemon up there in the top left is Pikachu, which we will see and learn about eventually. Alright. So, of course, this is an inner cutscene, but this should be the main cutscene in the beginning, alright? And as I would say to developers, the professor is in the lab. Alright? So, of course, he states what he states. He says he's glad to meet us. And he welcomes us to the world of Pokemon. Of course, his name is Professor Oak. And as it should be, as it is, he's one of the main professors, alright? Now, how the aspect of this will be, it's gonna be kind of adult-like and children-like. So hopefully it'll be enjoyable, and it will be developed like this. So it'll be enjoyable for children and adults. And hopefully, if so, it should be recommended. Children should be able to watch it, but it should be a consent, before, you enter, even though, it's Pokemon, before you do walk in this, you have to obligatory agree that you cannot be, we can't be held accountable, alright? Including me, especially now in this development. Of course, if you do prefer, the old-fashioned way, and you do listen to me in this video and development, of course, this is lifelike, and this isn't my now of this time presence, of the presence I had with everyone. So when things happen and things are lifelike, if I do record and conceptually break these down, because there's so much time and length in these, and if I have the conceptual free time to do it, I'm going to record it. So if there's any profanity, anything slips out, gets leaked, events happen, something that's disturbing, I do not want to be held accountable or responsible for this. If so, fast forward it. If you need to, as adults, you want to make sure and be sure for your children, you can watch these episodes first before you even let them see it. That's the only thing I can advise and recommend, okay? And as my defense, I'd hope to developers that they do not penalize me because my persona happens to be different, or because of profanity, things act way different, and it's in the conceptual judgment that I don't deserve it, or hopefully I don't have a slot in the Pokemon realm. Now, I'm going to create myself. It starts off me in the bases, and I will have spoiler alerts, as I call them, which will be ahead moments that come to my mind in the now moments of previous episodes. And I will have flashback moments where previous moments will come into my head from past experience moments. just from overwhelming development or just rerouting through the route and extra add-ons happen. Okay, so it's gonna link into my essence, so of course it will link into yours. You just have to give it some time and actually have, as I bestly say, relaxing, happy feeling. Okay, it happens the best way that way. Okay, I'm not going to refrain from saying or stating this, but Under the Influence is a high best recommendation for allowance and acceptance for the game to really sink in the best. Hopefully the developers do not punish me for that, but I did say on my defense and recommendation for defense before that. Have to be honest, and hopefully the people in the theaters will be enjoying this like that. Just because it will keep them occupied and relaxed and accepting of watching and viewing and enjoying something that they can be happy to be a part of for life. As it will be though, it will be an intro of the professor and him talking and all this stuff. He's in the lab, okay, for developers. Now how it will be and how I hope it will be, I might as well say and state this in the beginning, which this will take some time for development, or it might not take time if everybody's on it. Not to say it like that, but if it's easy, certain aspects it's like easy, like the developers just have it on, like they're just on it. Which they will be on it anyway, but if it happens like it's just easy for them to develop because of technology, perfect. But if either way, if so, take your time. It's better that it will be made precisely. But as I wanted to say, the most thing is when these scenes happen, these scenes aren't still scenes, just like the old cartoons and the movies are, with occasional people walking by and occasional Pokemon moving around. These are alive scenes, okay? So right now, with the professor in the lab speaking about hi and introducing himself in the same sense, there are assistants moving around in the background, and they're moving around right now and explaining everything, okay? Now, in this instance, also, I might as well say in a sneak tip for a spoiler ahead Ascension moment, this movie can go into Pokédex mode, so show and view it from a Pokédex angle, okay? Pokédex can do a whole lot more than it seems, and the main reason why is because in this now age and this time that I am developing this lower gen game, and this is the first gen, of course, on a third gen game type basis, the Pokédex now is up to Gen 8 right now in real lifetime. So of course the Pokédex now is on a high level tech, okay? So when they do make a new video game development past Fire Red, this new game can be up to those gens level, okay? So of course he introduces himself, and of course hopefully there will be assistants moving around in the background and doing stuff. Now hopefully in the instance, they're like, some of them are there, and some of them are explaining, and there's like builders there too, like construction people that are there, You'll see like Machops, Machamps, and Machoke's moving around and all that stuff also. Just moving around, helping them develop stuff. They're building inside the lab right now, and the professor's introducing himself. Okay? Of course, as he says, they will affectionately refer him as the Pokemon Professor. So, of course, he's kind of spicy with it. He's a grandpa, but he's still hip enough to, say his little casual lines of things, and all that. So, he says this world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Of course, as he shows in the Pokeball, it shows Nidoran female. Alright? In this instance, that is important. And it helped awaken me to a new aspect of playing of how the game and development characters game will be. And I'll explain about that later. And I don't want to spoil it right now. So, of course, it says for some people, Pokemon are pets, others use them for battling.